the first down.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Let's go. Check. Ready.
Here's a designed run. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it. And the Ravens are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now this looks like a design run. And he will take it in himself. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Throwing right away is Allen. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
Half 85. Hey, hold. Sunday, stop, gun. Half. Alert! Alert! Look out!
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Forced out wide. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle.
And no chance to turn and go That one good for just a couple. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, tight. Round 80. Off 52. That's it.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
319. Middle. Half 10. What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
49-yard line.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
1st and 10, and it's Allen.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Round 80. What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Fifty-six. That's it. 180. Regular.
Throwing again is Allen. Forced to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Here's Cook. And nothing's developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Here now, second down and goal.
Alert, alert, alert! R52.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
Tyler Bass on 4th and goal.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
2nd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. That's caught out wide on the RPO. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and Now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On first down, right back to Mitchell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 23, here's second and a yard. Here's a designed run. And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Now here's second and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will do it himself. He's in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Next to score, Ravens 14, Bills 3. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me a lock. Give me the rock. And give him a key.
From the 35, it's first and 10. There's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here comes second and 4. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
56,
First
56.
and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Alert! Look out!
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
James Cook. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Half. Half 85, half 85. Sunday.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Flush to his right. Now he'll just pitch this one out there. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and They were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Alert! Alert! Stay tight, tight, tight. We go!
Allen on third down. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Alert, alert, alert! Regular, 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 regular. Alert! We go!
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Yep, what?
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Third and long for Jackson. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Tiger Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Look out!
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And he'll somehow turn this into an impossible. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's looking deep for Shakir. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Guys, what are you doing?
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Brown 80! Alert! Out! Half. 5 wide. What's that?
They'll throw on first down with Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Allen now on second down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Alert! Regular. What is that?
On third down, it's Allen. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
4 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180! Alert! It's out!
One more time going up top with Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Alert! Gun. Look out!
Throw once more. Here's Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Half 10. Alert! 180! Motion. Look out!
Throwing again. It's Allen. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
319! Half. What's that?
Allen gonna throw for it. That one into the hands of Atwell. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Round. Hey, home. Out. What's that?
Allen to throw again. A short throw caught by Kincaid. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
What's that?
To the air once more is Allen. He's going to tuck it and go.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Middle. Five wide. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
And for all the interceptions that he's thrown this game, kind of wish he would have gotten the message sooner. If it's not there, just get rid of it. Sometimes the best play in football is don't try to force it.
Alert! Regular. Go!
Now Allen to throw on second down. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Bills are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellence there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
180! What's that?
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. Allen going to throw again. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Buffalo. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bills 10. Tyler Bass to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Rajante Wester now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Ready? Now this looks like a design run. And he'll take this to about the 28. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Come on. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
Here's a designed run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Bills 10.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Allen going to throw on first and 10. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 1.
52. 180. Off 52. Half. Here we go.
From the gun, here is Allen. And left side, it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 35 yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, home. Hey! Half 85. Is it?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is caught for 3. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yes, he will. Go, Rig! Go! Here we go! Stop! Ready?
Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Now this looks like a design run. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a designed run. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Now Jackson on 4th down. Escaping to his left. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
On 1st down, it's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Gina Van Luzier.